Welcome friend. Today I am going to discuss about the Dockerization of application. Here I have shown the Spring Boot application. Now the question is, what is Docker here? So you have infrastructure and the host operating system on top of that Docker, and running version of image is the container. Now question is, why Docker? So Docker Hub and GitHub, right? Git is storing the source code. Docker Hub is storing the image, right? This image we can download it from any system. We can run it and execute it very fast, right? You don't have to dependency add all that infrastructure library. You just run the image. You can multiple environment, you can download it and run it. Okay, so when the developer shipping that application from different machine, it will be running. It's not like uh, one system is able to run, another system is not able to run. Say in your dev environment JDK 8, but in your production or the Q environment JDK 7, so it doesn't matter. So you are running the image. Okay, so on top of the Docker we are giving that image, and the image is running here. So anywhere where is the Docker present, and the Docker is going to run it. Okay, so it's a very easily and the super fast. So using Docker we are shipping entirely package. It's not like just the source code and you have the infrastructure related part like library, all that part. So you don't have to do that. So how to write Docker file, nothing but the jar file, and the create the Docker image using the command docker build and the run it. So we are using Docker run to run it. Okay, how to create the Dockerize and the Spring Boot. Why the Docker? I want, as a developer, I want to Dockerize my microservice. So I need to write the Docker file using Docker command. We need to create the Docker image, and the Docker container is the running instance of the Docker image. Entire process is called the Dockerize. So we can Dockerize any Java application. OpenJDK is available in the Docker Hub. So create the file with the Docker file and the putting here. So from expose add an entry. Okay, so what we are going to do that, so I have to create the Spring Boot application. Here what I have done, I have just a file name, create file name Docker file, and the inside that Docker file from expose add entry point. From is that JDK version I have mentioned here, OpenJDK. Since OpenJDK is available in the Docker Hub, so I have used it. And expose 8080 is the simple, just it's 8080. Okay, it's a port here. Okay, when you are giving that port, so one is the container port, one is the application port. This is the application port, and at the target where the jar file will be created, so it will be created at that target. Okay, so it will be created at the target, so jar file will be created, and I have give that, and in the pom.xml I have already mentioned, right, the what will be the jar file name. Same thing I have to copy paste here. Okay, and entry point, you know, Spring Boot application is the main function, is the entry point for the Java. So I have java minus jar and give that entry point here. So this way we can do that. Now next thing is the workflow, right? So I have already covered what difference between Docker Hub and the GitHub, or Git. Git is storing source code, Docker image is storing in the Docker Hub. Okay, so we need to create the hub.docker.com, and I have to log in from the console itself. Okay, on the console itself I have to log in here. Okay, and you know, here console also, if you forget your password, you are not able to do that. And how that workflow happen here, Docker file is the jar file creating the Docker image using the Docker build, and when you are running in, that is Docker run and give the port number, then it will be executing. It's the same container, same machine, but when you are pushing in the Docker Hub, that Docker push, and from there any environment, any machine, any server can pull it, pull it means download the image. So after downloading the image, it will be running it, so it's becoming the container. Creating the Spring Boot project, as I have already mentioned how to do that. After that, once you have done the ambient clean install, prepare the jar file. So this is the way. I have just simple Spring web application. In the pom.xml, I have given the final name Spring Boot file, and finally give the Docker file, and the Docker file itself I have mentioned the library dependency and the application port and the target where the jar file will be created, where the application will be executed jar. So I have mentioned here. And you see that when you are executing, running the command ambient clean install, so it will be generated here. And now exposing the REST web service, there is no connection with the Docker here. Simple REST web service exposing, and when you are just, since is the application port is the default is the 8080, so it's running on the 8080. There is no connection with the Docker. Now how to make it Dockerize? Now this here the starting point. So jar file you need to convert to the Docker image, and the port is the say 9090. And what is the machine? This is the not machine IP address. This is the IP address which is enforced by the Docker. When you are open that Docker, say 192.168.99.100, I have to mention here, and with that say when you are writing say docker run, here is a 9091, so I have to make it 9091. Okay, if it is a 9094 I have to first you have to docker image ls login. Okay, and docker build -t and give the jar file. It's a image has been created, and run the image docker run -p. With that, the container port is the application port and the jar file. This is the as simple as that. And here I have to mention 9091. Okay, and to prepare that same thing I have shown here. First login image ls. First there is a no image for the Spring Boot jar file, right? Once we are building docker build -t Spring Boot jar, then you will see that jar file will be created here. Okay, and this login. So login, so when you are docker login, so you have to give that name, username. So this is the user ID here. My user ID here is that this is the user ID here. And to run it, docker run -p and say 9090 is the docker container port, and the 8080 application port jar, and the docker is running. You see the Spring and the main application, and give that running say IP address :9090 message hub. So this is not running in the application port, right? So it's on the docker port. Okay, so it's running here, and the docker image is now, if you see here docker image ls, you see that it has been deployed. This is your own machine. Now next thing is that you need to that deployed in your own machine, and this is the jar file. This is nothing but the image. You need to push that image to the docker hub, right? How the docker hub will going to recognize here. So before pushing it, you need to add the tag or the create that repository according to the user login ID, right? So what my login ID here is, you see DJW007. So what I have done here, I can't create any tag, right? So here I have done what I have done, docker tag with the jar file, and give that user ID, and the tag is the jar file, right? It will create that DJW007, that's user ID / the jar file. Now I'm going to push that one, right? What I have done, docker push with that ID, the jar file : latest is the tag. So you see that it has been uploaded here, and now next thing is that pull it, right? So you can pull from any, say you have done it, you have pushed it to the docker hub, and from any system, say QA environment, production environment, you can pull it, docker pull, and user ID / name, jar file name : latest, you can run it. So docker run -p, and what you are going to run, you are going to run that particular repository name. Okay, this is the repository name. So for example, here what I have done, here the repository is that DJRavi007. I have pulled here, since it's already there, you see that is up to date, and docker run -p 9094 8080, and what I have done, this one. Okay, here you see that this one I am going to execute here. There might be different version, so here is the advantage. In the you can test it with a different version, right? You don't have to set up multiple, deploy multiple thing. So you have already downloaded different version, you can check different version, which version has broken, and if you got any issue broken, you can easily detect it. Okay, here I mentioned 9094. Okay, and here you see that 9094 it's a running here. Okay, and if you see localhost 8080, it's not running, so it's not running localhost 8080. So I am not running anything local port, it's running on the Docker. Okay, so it's not running. Okay, and so this way you can easily Dockerize file, you can download, that is pull and execute the file very easily. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much.